back to the shop. It's the 2nd of July, 2018. Happy 4th of July, everybody! Alright, let's start where we always do with who was here this weekend. Another light turnout this weekend, wasn't it? Just
very light.
Showed up on Saturday. He kind of hung out with us for a little while. We really didn't do much, did we? Me and Daniel kind of cleaned up a little bit and burned off some of the logs, but that was about it. And we kind of hung out at the shop, had a couple of steaks, watched a little bit of a movie, and then Daniel went on back to the house. But we had a good time and we enjoyed having you here, Daniel.
Yes, we did.
All right.
Fun.
So let's move on a little bit. Now, let's talk about what we did this week. This was a busy week in the shop. It started off with me sealing up this window out here by the shop that kind of overlooks the garden area. Had sprung a little bit of a leak. As you know, when this house was built, that side of the house really could have been done a little bit better. They didn't put enough overhang, and every once in a while that window kind of leaks on me and I have to get up there and fix it, and one day I'm going to have to fix it permanently. But right now we're going to do what we're doing as I did the other day, and that is just kind of tar it up and fix it up. Then let's see what else we did. I removed that pulley and the pillow block bearing from that fan that used to be upstairs. Now if you go back and you listen to some of the videos last summer, every once in a while you'll hear that fan squealing, and that's what it was that pillow block bearing. Well, I took it out of the window, set it out here on the front porch, and just kind of kept spraying it down with a product called Break Free, and after a while that pulley just slid right off. Now I gotta get the pillow block bearing and get it all back together. Probably won't be using that until probably fall.
Yeah.
Up here in the window, but right now it's all apart and ready to go. I went and looked at some storm damaged trees. One of the ladies Mama works with, her mama had some trees drop in the yard. Well, it really wasn't a yard, it was kind of like a pasture beside the house, and it was really kind of a swampy area. All the trees, though, there were some beautiful big old oak trees and a big old poplar tree, but they're all eat up with heart rot. So, gosh, not anything really to salvage out of there. It was really kind of a sad situation. A bunch of trees down, but absolutely no value, no lumber there to be gotten at all. I went and burned off some more of these logs that are out here, and kind of got this area cleaned up. I'm way ahead of schedule on that, but I got a bunch of the logs burned off out here. Mom continued to work on the mom cave and clean it up. Getting along there.
Oh, yeah.
In the head there, so a lot of work that needs to be done there. All righty. That tea really is good. Are you enjoying your tea?
I am very much enjoying mine.
Really good this time. All righty. Projects completed. Now what we actually got done. I fixed Daniel's vise. Now here, probably about 2 months ago, maybe, Red, I got a big old vise at the auction for Daniel. It's one of those really nice vices. It's got a regular vise up on the top, and then you can flip it over, and it's got a vise designed for just strictly to hold pipes in. It's got 3 teeth that hold pipe in it. It's got a little place on there to use kind of as an anvil to hammer things out. It swivels. It's a real big, heavy vise. I'm gonna guess it weighs probably 80 to 100 pounds, but real heavy vise.
Pick it up.
Yeah, it was rusted up pretty good when we got it, but a little bit of liquid wrench and some Break Free, and it's working like a champ. We got it ready to go. I made a swivel for one of those extension lamps, and it's one of those lamps that's kind of got an arm and springs, and it sits out there, and you can move it around wherever you want. I made a swivel for that and hung it up in the mom cave, so Mom has another light over her table. How's that going to work out for you?
I love my lamp. It's wonderful. Even if he did like to kill himself on the table trying to put it in.
Yeah, I'm too old to be up doing that. That was a mess. But anyhow, got that put in there, so that was a little project I got completed. Mom repaired and reupholstered a couple of really nice footstools that we picked up at the auction. Now, there's going to be a separate video, but we'll talk about that later. But these came out really, really nice. But I think they look really, really good. And then the smaller of the two, right here. But that looks really, really good. But those come out really, really nice. And then she actually, we pulled some boards out, which really probably should have talked about earlier under projects, because these aren't completed. But we did pull some more boards out to make, I'm not sure, are these going to be tables?
It's going to be wall art.
This is going to be wall art right here.
I think you're going to turn it sideways.
I think that's how it's going to
go. And then it's going to be cut right here. Yeah. And then those are going to be rounded on the edges. And then I'm going to fill it in with some different colored resin. And I think it'll make a very pretty.
Yeah, let's see that other one while you got it out here. And this is another pretty board that we got out of the log pile there, which kind of fortuitous. We're talking about
other side.
Yeah, we're talking about cedar. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a second.
Another one. It'll be cut right here into a design. All these will be rounded, and then I'll fill it in with some pretty color of resin. And it'll be wall art.
Yeah, but we got that pulled out. And then I cleaned up some decorative baskets that have been sitting around the shop for, I don't know how long those things have been kind of up
I don't know, up
over
there, yeah.
So I picked those up and they had a lot of dust and everything on them. Some of them were a little bent out of shape, so I took and cleaned them up in the sink with just some warm water, and then I shaped them and let them sit and dry, and I think they come out looking pretty good.
They turned out really nice.
But that was a couple of quick projects we got done. All right, let's move on. Now, let's talk about our favorite part of the show, and that's shows and markets, markets and shows. We love going to these shows. We love going to the markets. But right now, all we've got actually solid in plan, other than we know we're going to be doing Mule Days, but we'll talk more about that as that comes closer, is we are going to be doing Lakewood 400 Antiques Market July 20th, 21st, and 22nd. 21st, I'll be coming back home on that Saturday and be going to an auction. An auction. Our good friend Sunset Auction having a really big auction. So Mom will be up there for either for the day by herself or with Michael. We're not sure how that's going to work, but really looking forward to that.
We're going to be with Michael because I can't drive Daniel's truck.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
Someone has to drive me around. It'll be like driving Miss Daisy.
Driving Miss Daisy. Back to those days, Michael. All right. Now, let's talk about what's upcoming for Two Dogs. First of all, tomorrow evening is 4th of July evening. I'm making some more of that good sweet tea. I'll be off tomorrow afternoon, probably around 4. I'll be getting home about 5. I'm going to start burning off some more of those logs. I already got the next load of logs I'm going to pull in and get those squared away. Now, you might be asking, why are you burning off all these logs? And what I'm going to be doing is cleaning up all these logs that aren't ready to go. They're kind of too thin, they're crooked, they got a lot of knots in them. So I think I'll be getting rid of all of those. Now, eventually in the future, I'll probably be milling stuff like that, but I've got so much stuff on the ground, so much stuff to do now. I've decided to go ahead and sacrifice those. The sweet gum, I think we talked about that last time. The sweet gum logs just aren't working for me. When we mill stuff at Twist, I may get back to those later, but right now I have no intentions to mill those, so we've been getting rid of all of those. So I'll be getting that done. I'm going to order the gib for the joiner over here. Now, the thing that kind of actually holds the in-feed bed kind of level and helps you move it up and down, we lost that how long ago? Been a while back.
Been a while, yeah.
Me and Mama both know we had the thing in our hand. It actually had slipped out, a bolt had come loose. We both know we had it in our hand. We both know we talked about it. We both know we said we're going to put this thing someplace where when we need it, we can find it, because we didn't know what it was. Well, we put it somewhere, and we haven't been able to find it since then. They no longer make that at the place where we got the joiner, which is Power. Well, I say where we got the joiner, who made the joiner, which is Powermatic. I called Powermatic, talked to one of the tech guys. If you ever have to call one of those places, don't talk to the salespeople, talk to the tech people. Talked to the guy in tech, and he said, hey, we don't make those anymore, but there's a company in Atlanta called Redmond. He gave me their phone number. I'm going to give them a call and see if we can't go ahead and get that piece. He said if they don't have it in stock, they can make it for me and get it to me. I've got to saw, or mill up and saw, I guess, or saw and mill up some cedar. What I'm going to be cutting is some 2 1/8 inch by 48 inch long by 3/4 inch thick cedar for a friend of ours. I think I got about 14 boards I got to cut. For a friend of ours, and she's making an outdoor bench. Is that it? So
well, she's got the bench, but a lot of the boards are bad in it, so
we
she's
replacing
it.
We got to get that done. I got to empty the kiln out and get some wood in there and get that ready to go. I've been dragging my feet and removing all this black walnut from the kiln because I didn't want to get it out where it would be exposed to too much moisture and everything. But I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. Probably set it up here in the shop. I'm going to do some cleaning up here and get my my kiln cleaned out because I got too much in there that's got to go in there. Again, we talked about those logs. We're going to get rid of those. Then Friday, I'm going to release a cedar log video. I think some of the cedar that came from that right there, that cedar we showed you, come from this log that we milled back up a while back. And we're going to make a little video on it and release that this Friday. So be looking for it about noontime or somewhere thereabouts. And we're going to also start working on a video about those footstools. Now, this is going to be more of a slideshow video because we didn't take video, we took some pictures. But we'll take you along on Mama's journey as she repaired and reupholstered those footstools and see what they came from to what they are now. So looking forward to get those done. All right.
Pretty is what they are now.
I think that just about does it for this evening. Do you have anything for this evening?
No, I can't think of anything.
Okay. Well, as always, we'd like to say thank you for watching the video. And remember, we'd love to see you back in the shop. back to the shop. It's the 2nd of July, 2018.
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
We gotta do that again. It just felt bad. Welcome back to the shop. It's the 2nd of July. It's a big board. Boom.
Okay.